Oh god. Hello, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me. So this is hair, makeup and outfit. I know like a lot of these have been going around. I usually don't do anything at all, but you know, since I do them and I like enjoy kind of doing get ready with me's. I don't know, like I call them get ready with me's, but even though it's like a makeup look, because I'm still talking like you through the steps, it's just I never know what to call the makeup look, so I'm like, it's just better to call it a get ready with me, and sometimes I do blabbing them. So yeah, so we're going to start off with hair first, but before we do the hair, I'm just going to apply the Benefit Browvo Conditioning Primer. So just twist it up and apply that through the brows. Okay, so I don't quite know what I'm going to do with my hair. I know that I want it curly. I don't know if I'm going to like pin it back or up or what. I don't know just yet. But I'm going to take the Bellamy 6-in-1 curling wand. So I believe this is the 32 barrel. I've already said in the past that I don't like these. I think they're awful. Just so overpriced what they are. But I have it, so I'm using it. So I already took the GHD heat protection spray and I just sprayed that all over. And now I'm just going to section off the hair. So I am going to take a chunk-ish section, probably about this thick. Obviously, like these bits of hair, they just don't sit right. So I usually just leave those out and then sort of add a little bit of curl to them after, just to give them a bit of definition. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit more hair. Just take whatever feels right, really. So I'm going to take the wand and I'm going to wrap it around. I picked the chunky one just because I want the curls to be a bit more loose than usual. Just hold that there for like 6 seconds. And then I just slowly let it out. And then I like to take like these silver grips. So what I'll do is I'll just sort of push the hair back up into place and then I will pin it. It holds the curl a lot better. I feel like the heat sort of stays in the curl, so I've got more of a curl and actually less of a wave. Especially because it's so windy as well. Like I want to keep that curl. Sometimes like I like to go underneath or I like to go on top. It really is all your preference. But when I get to the top section of my head, I will always go underneath, because if you go on top, it just sticks out weird for me. So you can do it as you please, sort of underneath the layers. Like I might go underneath and then I might go on top just to give it some like dimension. So then I basically just do that through the rest of my hair. So while I'm just doing the hair, I'm going to take this V-Line Chin Up Mask. So this is a lift and firming chin up. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that on the face. Just while we're doing hair, because this is like a 30 to 40 minute thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, it's definitely going to look firm and lift because I feel it like with a tugging at my face, because obviously I've got it attached to my ears. This is just so funny. I feel like I look like a slut. So I think what I said was that I go underneath when I get to the top, but I go on top of my hair. So not like this, but like this, just because when it's underneath, it sits almost like it would like this kind of thing. So I always go on top or go to the side. But either way, I don't go underneath when I get to the top section, just because of the way it sits on my head. Okay, so now for like these little sections, obviously this bit of hair I can't curl, like it's so irritating. But for like these little bits, I'll just take the wand. Usually it's easy if you've got a smaller wand, and it's a chunky one, it's a bit difficult, but I'll just sort of wrap it around and just let it go. So it has a curl to it. I have a lot of like baby hair, so that's why I'm trying to like grow it out, and it's just constantly been like it. So yeah, just wrap it around and then let go. So just because it has like a little bit of a curl then, just so wretched the rest of my hair really. But yeah, we're going to leave the hair for now. We're going to move on to face. Obviously I've got to let this sit for a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. and I'll be back with this off and probably a nice firm chin, but definitely bent ears. Okay, so now that that's off, and oh, my ears hurt. Do I look more lifted? I don't know. Well, I'm going to take the Dermalogica Calm Water Gel and just apply that all over the face. Then I'm just going to take some of the Pixie Glow Mist and just spray that all over as well. So for eyebrows, I'm going to take the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. I'm just going to brush through the eyebrows first before I just go ahead and fill them in. Then what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of the Anastasia Dipbrow as well. I can get it open. So this is also in Taupe. So I take that on the number 12 brush. Obviously you can just use one product. You don't have to use 10 like I am, but you know, I'm extra. This is extra. That's how we like things. Just sort of draw like little flicks really through the eyebrow. Just to give it like a bit more hair really. Then I like to take the Benefit Gimme Brow, so this is in shade 1, and I mainly concentrate that through the front. Then to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to take the Dulce Colours and I Love Serahi highlighter, so this is in the shade Soulmate. So I'm just going to take that on a Crown Brush C510. I'm literally just going to put that underneath the brow bone. I just take a bit of the excess on the back of my hand just because I don't want it to be too bright. Okay, so to prime the eyelids, I'm going to take the Revolution Prime and Lock primer. This is like a Longwear primer. I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. And then just blend it out with a Crown Brush Duo Fibre blending brush. Okay, so I just stuck a bit of tape down, but rather than keeping it at an angle, I'm keeping it like more or less straight. So for eyeshadow palettes today, I'm going to take the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I literally just forgot about this and I forgot how good it was. So yeah, we're going to dig into this today. So to start off, I'm going to take these two shades up here on a Spectrum B06. This brush is clean, it's just I had yellow on yesterday and it stained it pretty bad. So I'm just going to dip into those two. I'm going to take that through the crease and I'm going to extend it out to the tape as well, just because we're going to go for like a cut crease look. So I want it to be quite smoked out. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the same crown brush and just obviously the other side, and just going to blend that out just a bit more. Yeah, just to deepen it up a little bit, I'm going to take this shade here from the palette and I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A07. I'm just going to dab into it lightly and I'm just going to put that directly in the crease, obviously extending it out because that's what we want to do, just to add a little bit more warmth, not too much because obviously we're going to add quite a bit of warmth with the darker colours in a minute. Now we're going to dip into these two bottom shades down here and I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A17, so it's this nice like angled brush. I'm just going to dip into those both. And basically what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to draw like a thin line around the crease area. Now I'm just going to blend that out with a Crown Brush C431. It's just this nice rough pencil brush. Just going to blend that out. Now we're just going to go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in Light. And I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A16. Take a little bit of this. So basically what I like to do is I like to place the product down, look up, and then this like little line here is where I'm going to start cutting my crease. Don't worry if you cut the crease too much, you can go back in and add more colour and stuff, but obviously we just want a nice gist of where the crease is going to sit, especially if you've got hooded eyelids. When we get to this bit, I'm just going to sort of take like a line and just sort of almost like if you were drawing a winged eyeliner, just so we can get this sort of nice and sharp as well. So I'm going to go back in and just define the brown just a tinsy bit, just taking off the excess on the back of my hand before going in. Again, just going to blend it out a little bit. Just going to take those transition shades that we took at the start, like these top two up here, and just go back through and add a little bit more. I'd say they're pretty even. This one, because of my eye shape, it looks really funny because obviously I have like a fold here where I don't have this here, but that's as good as we're going to get, I think, for my wonky eyes. So to place colour all over the lid, I'm going to take the iconic London Chrome Flash Eye Pot in SpellBound. So this is what it looks like. This is super pretty. It's this nice metallic pink. I'm going to take that on the same brush. Basically what I've done, I just wiped off the excess. And then I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit. Just because I want to see how it goes first, rather than going in a bit heavy-handed with it. Then just to add a little bit more like glitter to the top of it, I'm going to take this glitter from Chelsea and Abby. I can't remember the shade name. I'm pretty sure I've listed it below. I think it's like Fairy Dust maybe. So I'm just going to take that on a, well, first of all I'm going to take some NYX Glitter Primer, and then I'll go in and add a bit of glitter. So I'm just going to take that on the same brush that we used. Just wipe off the excess on the back of the hand. So this is the eyes complete for now. We'll move back onto it later. So I'm going to move on to face. So for primer today, I'm going to take the Cover FX Gripping Primer. So this is what it looks like. I don't know why I need to show you that. I'm just going to take a little bit of this all over the face. It's a really weird consistency. It's almost like, I want to say jellified. It's really sticky. It's super nice actually. I'm gonna push this in. Oh, that's super sticky though. Ugh. Oh, I've never known something to be this sticky before. Like, it is super sticky. So for foundation, I am going to take the Hourglass Vanish stick. So this is Porcelain and Golden. Golden's just a little bit too dark for me, and I've got like a little bit of self-tanner on, but obviously Porcelain's too light. So I just like to mix both of these. Just like to sort of dot a little bit around the face really. And I'm just going to blend it out with the Clarisonic. I look like I've got like some camouflage going on. So for concealer today, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in Light. I'm hooked on the Cover FX one, but obviously because of my self-tanner, it doesn't match. It's far too bright. So I'm having to use this one. Not that I'm mad about it, but to me the Tarte one just isn't as good as the Cover FX one. Like so. So then I'm just going to blend it out with the Mini Real Technique sponge. So now I'm going to go into the Hourglass. This is the Lumi Sheer Colour Trio in Sunset. So I'm going to take the bronzer side, which is this nice side here. I'm just going to take that on a Spectrum AO3. And just bronze up the skin. I will add like a little bit of contour, just like a little bit, because obviously this is just a bronzer. It's not really going to contour much. It's just going to add a lot of warmth to the skin. And then I'm going to blend it out with the Clarisonic. I'm also going to add a little bit of blush as well from the palette. So I'm just going to take it on the little sponge. Am I right? Might as well just take the highlighter as well. So I'm just going to take that on my finger. And just sort of tap it on the high point. So like the cheek, nose area. I do like to take liquid sort of everywhere, but because I'm going in with like I wouldn't say it's a dewy powder as such, but it definitely adds some luminosity and some like of the more pixie glow mist that I don't want to add too much luminosity. So to add a little bit of contour, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette. So this is in, I want to say Dulce Leche. I don't know if that's right. I'm just going to take that on a Kat Von D brush. I've stated before that I'm sort of trying to avoid Kat Von D products, but I love this brush and I had it, so I'm just going to use it. Just going to add a little bit of that. And then I'm also going to take the J Rady 180 brush. So I'm just going to take that on the fluffier side and just contour my nose a little bit. Then for a little bit of bronzer, I'm just going to go into the Kevyn Aucoin bronzer. So this is in Tropical Nights. So this is the Celeste Bronzing Bow, because, you know, can't just be called bronzer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that as well. Oh! Oh! A little bit. Ah! Too much. Yeah, far too much. I'm just going to take this little blender and just blend that out a little bit. Now what do I want to do? Yeah, let's take a bit of this. So this is the Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid. Literally just take a little bit on the inner corners of the eyes and then pat it out with my finger. I use this in like every single video. Like if you go through all my videos, I guarantee you I'm using this. Unless I'm trying out a concealer, then I won't use it because I don't want it to mix with the effect of it. It's so beautiful. It just adds like a little bit of like a luminosity to the under eye. Like if you find that your under eyes get really dry, then honestly try a little bit of this with just a bit of concealer. It makes the world of difference. So to set the entire face, I'm going to take the Cover FX, what is this called? Can't remember now. Perfect Setting Powder. So this is in Translucent Light, which I said before, I don't understand. Like, if it's translucent, why is it translucent light? Surely, like, translucent's translucent, like, it's for everyone. I don't know. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. This is really finely milled, like, I'm not even joking. Like, so finely milled. I've never known a powder to be like this. Just want to make sure it's all blended. What I will do, I will take a little bit of that and just dust it around the face later. But I just wanted to make sure that was set in place while we had the concealer nice and patted out. So for highlighter today, I need a brush first. I'm going to take the Dose of Colour one that we used earlier for the brows. I freaking love this. So I'm going to take that on a Crown Brush C529. I'm just going to apply that to the tops of the cheek. A little bit on the nose, cupid's eye. That's pretty much it. I hope they never ever discontinue this because I'd actually cry. This is so beautiful. Then for blush today, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. So I haven't ever tried one of these yet. And I don't really know what brush to use because when I go for blush, I typically like this one. It's because it's nice and big. But because it has this whole swirl pop kind of business, I don't really know what to do. Swish out a shade across cheekbones, pop glow into the cheeks. Okay, so maybe we should take the little Kat Von D one. Just sort of dust off whatever's left on it. So I'm just gonna swirl around this bit, I guess. I have the Pillow Talk lipstick. Okay, maybe don't swirl that much. And I've had it for ages and I've never ever used it. But then the other day, like, I know it's so beautiful, I'm actually going to use it today. But then I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself. So I got the Pillow Talk blush and then the eye palette, which I haven't used yet either, which I probably should use today because it would have been a nice matchy look. But I love the brownness and this eyeshadow. So yeah, just going to, what have we got to do with this? Wish it across the cheeks. Across cheekbones. Okay. And then just pop. So now I'm just going to take the Cover FX powder and just give it a bit of this action. So this is an e.l.f. stippling brush. So for the lower lash line, I was going to leave it bare because I love how like a naked lower lash line looks, but I feel like I need a bit of warmth to match what's going up here. So what I might do is I might take the Spectrum A12 and I want to take that shade that we used and run this along quite close to the lash line and extend it out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two shades on the Spectrum B06 and just put that on there. I was going to take like a pigment on the inner corner to really like make it pop, but I feel like this is so bright and I don't want to take away from how gorgeous this looks. So I'm just going to stick with the highlighter. So that same crown brush, so this is a C510. I'm just going to pop that on the inner corners. So I'm just going to take the Nip and Fab eye pencil. So this is in the shade Nude, I believe. 04 Nude. I'm just going to pop a bit of that on the waterline. Just the lower waterline. So before I go in with lashes and stuff, I'm just going to take the Pixie Glow Mist again to give this a proper good shake. And just spray that all over the face. Then I'm going to take the Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection. So, oh, that sound is so satisfying to me. So yeah, All Nighter Pollution Protection. Just going to spray that all over. So for mascara today, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Double Extension in Waterproof. And then for eyelashes, I'm going to take the Girls with Attitude 5D Fake Mink Lashes. That's right, 5D. Oh, I'm super excited to get these on. So I'm just going to do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so lashes are on and these are freaking beautiful. Like I thought, oh, 5D, they're going to be so extra, but they're just the right amount of volume. Like sometimes the Lily lashes, like I love them, but they can be like really big, especially obviously if you have hooded lids, but this is just right. Like I feel like I've got a nice length but a nice amount of like dramatic. Oh yeah, these are beautiful. So moving on to lips, so I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat. So this is in Pillow Talk. So I'm just going to line my lips. Then I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I think this is a Matte Revolution one. It's just Pillow Talk, there's only one, but yeah, just gonna highlight all over. Smells like chocolate, it's so delicious. Then for gloss, because I am a gloss girl, I'm gonna take the Peaches and Cream lip gloss. So this is in the shade Diamond. Just gonna apply that all over. Oh yeah. And this smells like Tutti Frutti. Oh, it's delicious. I love their clear lip gloss. I just feel like this sort of goes with the eyes a little bit. Like it adds a little bit of shimmer. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is the makeup complete. So we're going to move back onto hair. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these pins out. So I usually start from the back. So as of right now, I look quite crazy. So what I like to do is I just like to sort of just run my fingers through it a little bit, just to loosen it up a bit. And what I also like to do is I like to take the Bedhead Blowout. So this is a gold illuminating shine cream. So just take a little bit of that through my hands. And just run it through the hair. And you can also take like a wide tooth comb, just be very gentle to brush out the hair, but this is like perfect for brushing it out because it won't drop the curl dramatically, but it just sort of loosens it a little bit and just sort of gets rid of that like really curly look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slick it like back almost, but I just want to add a bit of texturizing spray. So this is the Bedhead Superstar, so Queen of Day thickening spray. So it just adds like a little bit of body. Really put it through the roots and just give the hair lots of bounce. Also another one that I love that I should use really is the Gots to Be, I think it's like Powderful. Oh, it's so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some bobby pins. I'm just going to pin it behind my ear. I've taken like blonde ones, but obviously you can take whatever you sort of please. I'm just going to take more pins and just sort of pin it into place. And just because I want it to be quite like slicked back, obviously I will go in with hairspray and just tidy it up a little bit. Because obviously my head's quite square, so everything just looks really odd until it's quite slicked back really. So I'm just going to take a bit of the Bedhead hairspray. So this is the Masterpiece Massive Shine hairspray. I'm just going to give it a bit of this action and just sort of, you take the comb and just sort of slick it back a little bit. Obviously just keep adding like hairspray and stuff as like you please, because obviously my hair's quite frizzy, a lot of baby hair, so it sticks up a lot. So obviously the more hairspray for me, the sort of better really. So I'm just going to take this hair grip. So obviously it says Babe. I think these are beautiful. Obviously you don't have to have one of these if you don't want to, because I know a lot of people don't really like them, but I think they're super pretty. I think this was from a clothing company. It was like £3 at the time. It's great. I believe they were called like Lasula maybe. Boutique. I'll leave like their little website below. Hopefully I'll be able to put this in there, but I think I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, so that is hair and makeup complete. So I will show you the outfit. Yeah, I'll leave everything down below. I try and link websites and stuff as well for you, so you can go and check them out. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye! I've just eaten half that hairspray. So, to prime the skin, I'm going to use the Cover FX I'm cold. Oh, this looks fantastic with this primer. Oh.